friends, I'm Sequoia. This is Sequoia Lynn Sews. Thanks for stopping by. Last year you may know that I began a series called Refashion Your Fashion. I had a lot of great ideas for upcycling and thrifting and repurposing items that you may already have or you may be picking up secondhand, just to give them a new lease on life. I think that as consumers we have a ton of items that aren't achieving their full potential before we're getting rid of them, and oftentimes those items are ending up in the trash. So I wanted to come up with some creative ideas as a sewist that I could do to give my clothing or other fabric items a second chance at life. Even though I was super excited about this series last year, unfortunately I ended up with having knee surgery that really ruined all my sewing plans for quite a few months. So I missed out on that series, but I really do love it. So we're going to revisit it. I have a lot of things in my closet currently that I'm repurposing. I've kind of been focusing on health, and in turn my body shape has changed pretty drastically. So a lot of the clothes that I have loved need to be worn again. So I've been trying to upcycle a lot of things, sometimes just making them smaller, sometimes making a whole new garment, but either way, just getting more use out of those items. So today's video, we are going to work on this dress that I'm currently wearing. This was the Georgian Ginger Lively pattern, which I absolutely adore. I love the style. I love like all the gathering at the shoulders and the front, across the back. So I want to keep the dress as a dress. Okay, so I turned my camera to kind of give you a little bit of an example of the changes I plan to make, or at least I think I'm planning to make. The first one is I'm going to remove a lot of the width from the side seam area, from the side bust, and the waist. I did a full bust adjustment when I originally made this pattern, and I really don't think that I needed one. So I'm going to remove that extra width. Then I'm going to raise the waistline up. I just prefer it to be a little bit higher. I don't like that it hits like at the fullest part of my stomach. I feel like that just makes it a little bit larger appearing. So I'm going to bring that up probably maybe 2 inches. We'll see. I'm also going to raise up the back where it dips down. I'm going to raise up the back where it dips down just to kind of even it out and bring it up to where it is more in line with the front. I'm fairly certain the pattern does have a lower back bodice, I don't know why else it would have ended up that way. But for preference, I'm going to go ahead and raise that up while I'm working on it. I'm going to shorten my sleeves, probably to a short sleeve length, but probably a short sleeve length. A shorter sleeve above the elbow for sure. I may also lower the neckline a bit, and I could do that by removing the band, or I think if I just turn the band in like binding, I think that would also work. So I'm kind of playing with that idea. This neckband was a little bit, I don't know if it's too wide or too long, but it kind of caves in, so I want to try to straighten that out so it's a little bit flatter. And those are the changes I'm going to make. After I'm finished with those adjustments, I'll determine whether I want to remove a little bit of the length from the bottom of the skirt, but I think once I pull it up, it's going to be about knee length, which is where I like it. There's a good chance I will also end up putting some pockets in. I can't remember now if the original dress had pockets. I'm assuming if it had pockets, I would have left them in, but I could be wrong. I would have to look again. But those are my planned changes, so we'll see how it works out. And I'm sure it'll be beautiful because the fabric's beautiful. I love the style of the dress. So stick around and we'll find out how this all works out. you can see, I have taken in the sides. I've shortened my sleeves by, I think, a total of 4 inches. Changing the width of the bodice, kind of raised it up so I didn't remove any length from the bodice in the front. In the back, I took out maybe 1.25 inches. I just kind of, you saw what I did, I kind of just roughly cut it off and made it shorter. So here's my final outcome, and I'm much more happy with it, and I'm looking forward to wearing it out tonight.